Earlier today, I spoke with His Majesty the King to request the dissolution of Parliament. The King has granted this request, and we will have a general election on the 4th of July. This election will take place at a time when the world is more dangerous than it has been since the end of the Cold War. You must choose in this election who has that plan, who is prepared to take the bold action necessary to secure a better future for our country and our children.
The UK's political scene was shaken when Prime Minister Rishi Sunak called for a snap election 6 months ahead of schedule. This unexpected move has led to widespread speculation and analysis going into elections. Today we'll explore why Rishi Sunak made this decision and what it means for the country's future. Yes guys, welcome back to the Social Mindset channel where knowledge is power. Today we are diving into the recent announcement of the snap elections in the UK and exploring the reality of how we have reached this pivotal moment. On October 24, 2022, Rishi Sunak was declared the Prime Minister, not through a general election but after the resignation of Truss, who served only 44 days. Before Truss, Boris Johnson held the office but resigned due to numerous scandals and loss of party confidence. In 2019 elections, the Conservative Party led by Boris Johnson secured a majority, 365 seats in the House of Commons out of 650 total seats, while Jeremy Corbyn's Labour Party won 202 seats. Johnson's tenure saw significant controversies starting in November 2021 with MP Owen Paterson's lobbying scandal. Johnson's attempt to save Patterson by imposing a party whip, a directive requiring party members to vote in line with party decisions, led to a public outrage. Further scandals such as the Partygate, where Downing Street staff held parties during COVID-19 lockdowns, eroded the public's trust. On December 2021, Press Secretary Allegra Stratton resigned after a video surfaced of her joking about these parties, including one involving wine and cheese.
I've just seen reports on Twitter that there was a Downing Street Christmas party on Friday night. Do you recognise those reports?
I went home. Hold on.
Would the Prime Minister condone having a Christmas?
What's the answer?
I don't know.
It wasn't a party, it was cheese and wine.
Just be clear, it's not.
Is cheese and wine all right?
No.
It was a business meeting.
I'm joking.
Is this recorded? This fictional party was a business meeting. And it was not socially distanced. One more and then we'll...
In January 2022, more revelations emerged. On January 10th, Johnson's private secretary, Martin Reynolds, sent an email inviting 100 people to a party during the lockdown. This scandal further damaged Johnson's credibility. The Wallpapergate scandal added to Johnson's woes, where the Electoral Commission fined the Conservative Party $17,800 for not declaring donations properly. Johnson and Sunak were fined by the police over breaches of lockdown rules. A report by Sue Gray highlighted that there were 30 to 40 parties, and it was mentioned that Helen McNamara, head of ethics, brought a karaoke machine to one of these gatherings on June 1st, 2020. In June 2022, another scandal emerged involving Chris Pincher, who faced sexual assault allegations that Johnson knew about but failed to address appropriately. This scandal led to the resignation of several key ministers, including Rishi Sunak and Sajid Javid, followed by 36 other MPs. This mass resignation forced Johnson to resign on July 7, 2022. Shortly after, Truss was declared as the new Prime Minister in September 2022. Her tenure was marked by economic turmoil following a controversial mini-budget that proposed the largest tax cuts in 50 years. Truss put the blame on her Chancellor Exchequer Kwasi Kwarteng, who was subsequently sacked. Jeremy Hunt was appointed as a new Chancellor, and reverse the controversial plans. But the damage was done. In October 2022, chaos erupted in the parliament when Labour tried to stop fracking. Conservative Party issued hard three-line whip, meaning all members had to vote as directed or face severe consequences. Because they did not want to lose the bill, losing the bill meant losing confidence in the parliament. Reports of MPs being bullied and manhandled during the vote further tarnished the party's image. Liz Truss resigns. With Liz Truss out, the Conservative Party needed a new leader. Rishi Sunak secured the necessary support from over 100 MPs, while Boris Johnson, despite initial expectations of a comeback, failed to meet the threshold and withdrew from the race, citing he never intended to run for Prime Minister. Classic case of the grapes being sour. Penny Mordaunt also didn't get enough support, paving the way for Sunak to become the Prime Minister on October 24, 2022. He made history as UK's first Prime Minister of Indian origin and the youngest in over 200 years. Rishi Sunak's decision to call an early election in pouring rain seems strategic, and here's why. But before we move forward, thank you for watching Social Mindset. If you're still here, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this. Conservative Party faces internal challenges with more than 20 seats lost in by-elections, over 70 MPs not seeking re-election. Despite some economic improvements such as a slight reduction in inflation, Sunak's government is still under pressure, public services like NHS in crisis, and the waiting list and the effects of Brexit still unfolding, with economic downturn, food and fisheries suffering the most. Summer election might favour the Conservatives over a winter one. Labour-led Keir Starmer is currently ahead in the polls by 20%. Conservatives have been in power for 14 years, are asking for another 5, which is a tough sell given current public sentiment. Sunak is positioning himself as the underdog with a plan for the future, emphasizing economic stability and opportunities in AI and privatization. His message focuses on looking forward rather than dwelling on past failures. He says his party has a plan and a mandate for the future, which the Labour lacks. While some Indians might revel in him being Prime Minister of Indian origin, as the British ruled India over a century, Rishi Sunak's wealth has been a point of discussion. His net worth, combined with his wife Akshata Murthy, the daughter of billionaire Infosys CEO Narayan Murthy, is estimated at 730 million, raising questions about his ability to understand and address the concerns of ordinary citizens. Rishi Sunak's call for early elections is a calculated risk amid a complex political landscape. With significant internal and external challenges, coming election will be crucial in determining UK's future direction. As voters, it's essential to stay informed and critically evaluate the choices ahead. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed and see you next time. Adios.